I want to talk to you about, real quick, the biggest obstacle that I overcame in my journey from, having a job, working 50 hours a week for less than 50K a year, about that, to actually being able to replace that and go beyond while working completely from home. And that's a journey that I've now been full-time in since 2013. May 31st was my birth date, right? My the beginning of my brand new life, right? So what was the biggest obstacle? For me, the biggest obstacle was really getting that very, very first organic sale. Now, I got started in network marketing, and I did the friends and family thing, and I made a little bit of money because, I can talk to my friends, and that's cool. That strategy ultimately didn't allow me to quit my job or anything like that. I didn't really have a large enough circle of influence, right? I didn't have enough people that were actually interested, that actually wanted what I was selling, that actually wanted to buy what I'm selling, right? So what I had to do is I learned to market online. I learned literally in the company that I was in, there's people joining it every single day, right? And if I just had a way to get in front of those people, some of them would join me, right? So that's what I set off to figure out a while back, right? That's what I wanted to find out. And really what it all came down to is, I learned this from, I think they got it from Tony Robbins, but I learned this from some mentors of mine, Toby and Lawrence Tam, right? They were talking about it. I went to this mastermind thing, and because I always wanted to get around the successful people, the people who were living the life that I wanted to live. I did what I had to do to get around them, so I could associate with them and become a little bit more like them, get behind the curtain, figure out what their secrets are, that sort of thing. And they talked about this thing called BARM, right? It's belief, action, results, and momentum. Okay, your belief level, how much you believe in yourself, how much you believe in your product, how much you believe in your comp plan, how much you believe that you can make money with this, how big that belief is, it's what's going to determine the results that you get, how big the results are that you get, right? Or sorry, the belief determines the action, how much action you take. Are you taking a small amount of action? Are you taking all out massive action, right? Massive action stemming from massive belief, then you get massive results. If you're taking a small amount of action, you're not going to get massive results. But massive results stem from massive action. Those massive results then feed into massive momentum, right? Your momentum building up. You've got a lot happening. Now that you've got momentum, because you've got a lot of results, that's going to increase your belief. With an increased belief, you'll take even more action, you'll get even more results, and get even more momentum, to the point to where, if you're in some type of network marketing business or any type of multi-level payment plan, you're going to start to have people following you, people that want to be around you, people that want what you have, and so they're willing to, basically listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. All right? So BARM. Now, where do you come in with getting your first sale? I did that survey, a week back or so, and a lot of people said that they didn't have enough leads, right? Which means either you had a broken system that you're working with, or maybe you're using an outdated strategy, or maybe you just haven't put it in enough time, right? Depending on what you want to do. If you're watching this video and you'd like me to help you identify what problem that is, go ahead and just shoot me over a message. Let me know what you're doing, okay? But then the other people said they didn't really know where to start. And I'm sure that some of them didn't know where to start, right? I'm sure that some of the people who responded that way really didn't know where to start, but I'm also sure that a lot of other people absolutely did know where to start, but they didn't really have enough belief in their self. They didn't really have enough belief that what they were going to do was going to result in money, right? See, for me, that was something that I had to just say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to trust this guy here. I'm going to click on the link below. I'm going to pull out my credit card. I'm going to join him in his business, and I'm going to get to work. That man was Lawrence Tam, and I went after that because I wanted to make it happen, right? My belief was just I had seen enough that I'd seen enough people making the money that I wanted to make from home and having the lifestyle, the freedom that I wanted, that I just said, screw it, I'm going for it, right? And at some point, you're going to have to hit that same point. You say, you know what? I do believe that this is going to work. I am ready to make a change in my life. Let's do it, okay? If you really don't know where to get started, you can go to briancouch.com and you can check out that and see exactly where I got started and see if that relates to you, right? If that's something that you want to do. Okay. Now for the other people that they say they don't really know where to get started, they've probably seen plenty of people get started, right? They've seen that people are out there making YouTube videos. They're out there making blog posts. They're doing Facebook pay-per-click. Or even they're just hitting up their friends and family, and they're coming with them with an offer, right? If you're doing it on the internet the way that I preach and teach it, you've got a capture page. You've got traffic. The traffic then goes to a capture page. You want to capture that information, right? That follow-up information so that you can continue to drip feed information on them over time, right? Because at some point, one of your prospects, somebody who's out there on your email list, reading your emails, watching your videos, paying attention to the words you're saying on your video, it's going to be time. It'll be time for them, and they're going to say, I've had enough. I'm ready to get started. And if that's you, you opening up my email, watching this video, and you say, you know what, Brian, I'm ready to get started. Go ahead and get started. That's awesome. I'd love to speak to you. I'm ready to help you out, get started, take you from where you are to where you want to be. But that's what's going to happen. That's why you capture their information. You capture that follow-up information because this business is all about timing. I can't force the time to be right for you, right? I can't just say like, hey, the time is now. Let's get started. It's right now. Get started, right? It may not be right for you, but maybe in a month, maybe in a week, maybe in just a day or a few hours from now, you'll be thinking back to this video, and you'll be whatever's going on in your life. Maybe your job sucks, your boss is an asshole, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to travel and you can't get the vacation time that you want, or maybe you just want to make more money and you want to do it in less time, right? Whatever the case may be, maybe you'll be thinking back to this and say, you know what, now's my time. Okay? And that's why you want to capture leads. I've had somebody over a year after they put their email address in my form and they said, Brian, I want some more information. A year later, they got started in my business and started making money, right? A year later. If I had not captured that traffic, if I had not captured that email address, then I would have never gotten that business, right? It's basically the sales pipeline. You want your pipeline so full to where there's always new prospects, new leads, but at the same time, the old ones are still there. They're still being taught things. You're still providing value and helping them out to where when the time is right, they'll get started. And then finally, you go traffic, leads to sales, right? You want to get people, you want to make some sales, okay? That's really as difficult as it is. That's completely it. It's pretty easy, but the hardest thing that you're really going to come across is getting that first sale. So what I want you to do right now is if you haven't gotten your first sale, reach back. I'm going to figure out who is blowing up my phone. I'm about to go to a comedy show tonight and taking some friends there for my birthday, so I'm going to see what that's all about. But respond to this email. Let me know what's going on with you. And, if you haven't gotten your first sale, if it's your first $1,000 that you're trying to make, if it's not enough leads, let me know what it is because I want to be able to continue to make more of these videos to where I can help you guys out, all right? I'm Brian Couch. Have a kick-ass